everybody. It's a Hobby Lobby haul. Welcome back, everyone. As you could see, there's a lot of yarn in front of me, and I'm so excited because, you know, my daughter Chelsey went shopping for me, you guys. She was so excited too because she got to spend my money and her money. Plus, some of the money that she spent that was for her was my money too. Because I gave her a gift at Christmas and she got to spend the Christmas money. So she had a ball shopping. She'll tell you here in a little while. I'm going to show you what she got me first. And this was with her, and we were doing a virtual shop. So she was showing me what they had. So this yarn came from New Orleans. None of this yarn came from my local Hobby Lobby. Now she and I went to Hobby Lobby, and you'll be seeing that later. But this right now is the stuff that she got for me, and this is my first time seeing it since she brought it to me. And today I have my New Orleans cup that she gave me a couple years ago because, you know, the yarn's from New Orleans. I think it's really from Turkey, but some of it's from China. So let's see what she and I shopped for. Okay, I have, before I show you what she brought me from New Orleans, I do want to show you one thing. I went to Hobby Lobby before she got here, and they were, of course, they're doing a reset, as you know, and I only bought one yarn because most of the clearance yarn at my Hobby Lobby was already gone, which is why she went for me. She knew that I was wanting to go. I wasn't going to get there, wasn't feeling well enough to go, and she said, well, I'm going, so let's go see what they got. So what I picked up for myself was the Showstopper knit. This is the only thing I got from my clearance at my on my trip. Normally these were $12.99 and I got it for $3.24. And I got ivory, and I got fired bronze. So I got 2 of the ivories and I got 3 of the fired bronze. Now what this is, it is already, it's like it's already knit for you in a cord that you then work with. There's not very much in here. There's only 50 yards in here. It's a 10-ounce skein and it's 50 yards. And so when you buy stuff that's $12.99 and you only get 50 yards of it, for me, the best time to buy it is on this kind of a sale. So that's what I bought at my Hobby Lobby when I went. And I have a bin over here that I'm putting my yarn in off the table as I show it to you. So what is that? That's 250 yards, and it's a bulky jumbo 7. 250 yards of a jumbo 7 is what I got. Then I was so excited that her Hobby Lobby had this yarn, because I love this particular line in Hobby Lobby's yarn. This is the Must Be Merino. Now they have more than one size of this Must Be Merino, you guys, so you need to be, and she was unaware of it at the time either. She was just, you know, excited and pulling stuff off the shelf, and she's like, I didn't even notice that. But there is a 3-weight and a 4-weight. So the Aran is the 4-weight yarn, and it's 153 yards, 3.5 ounces. I have white and I have 2 of those. Now, this says white, but it's actually kind of a creamy white. It's not a pure white, it's a creamy white. And these are 50% merino wool, 25% acrylic, 25% nylon, and they are 153 grams. A size 9 needle and a size 10 crochet hook. I forget what the 10 is. Oh, 6.5 millimeter crochet hook. So I got 2 of the white, and it's that Hobby Lobby smell. Now these were $1.99 for the merino. These were $1.99, and I think they were different prices for some reason. And I know that a lot of people were talking about this happening when they were getting their yarns, that some of them were one price and some of them were another. But if you look on the ball band, some of the prices were different. And this is what happens with Hobby Lobby if you weren't aware. That Hobby Lobby will get yarn in and they may have a price increase, but they put everything in the bin together. So you may have some that are a lower price in the bin with the ones that are the new price. And that is why you were seeing different prices. This particular one originally was, and see, this doesn't make any sense to me either, because here it says $5.99 on this one. And then it says $7.99 on this one, which is mauve. Okay, but they're both $1.99. So who decided which dye lots were going to be priced at what price? I don't know, but I'm guessing that that was a thing, that they wanted certain dye lots of the yarn. So there's mauve and there's white. We'll put 2 of these in here. She has this all neatly arranged here on my table, and I'm going to mess it all up. I just know it. And then I got the blush peach, and I got 2 of those. So there's that one. And then there is the teal, of course. Now, hang on, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. And I actually already have one of them. I have 3 of these in the Aran up on my wall in my basket, and one of them is a teal. So I now have 1, 2, 3, 4. I now have 5 of them. So teal. Then there's a blue teal, and this is also the Aran. These are all in the Aran weight. And then there is clay. I got 2 of those. And that is all in, nope, no, I got some more over here. Hold on. I was trying to show you all the colors that I got in it. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 different colors in the Aran weight yarn. So I got 1 of these, which is granite, and I like that. I wish there had been more of that. I think we talked about that at the time. This is a great neutral color. You guys, these feel so amazing. This yarn is just amazing. And then I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in the blue smoke. Now one of them looks just a tiny bit different, but it's really hard to tell. Aren't they beautiful? So these 8, I know that I will be able to do a really nice project And then I have all of these others. These would make a great log cabin blanket, or who knows what else. But let me stop it for a minute and count how many there are of those, and I'll let you know. Okay, so I have 22 of the Must Be Merino Aran in 8 different colors. Let's see if I get it. There you go. 8 different colors. All right, now let me show you what I got in the regular one. Okay, now this one is the Must Be Merino, and it is a DK weight, number 3 weight. It is 50% merino, it is 25% acrylic and 25% nylon. It's just that it's a DK weight. Now it is 227 yards, 208 meters, and this one they say to use a G or a 6 millimeter, a 7, size 7 or 4.5, no, 4 millimeter, I knew that, and a 4.5 millimeter knitting needle. I may have had a glass of wine too, just saying. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 colors of this one. I got 5 of them in the black, and I'm so excited about that because it's such a nice yarn to have it in a solid black color. And I have 5, which is 230 times 5 is a lot. It's just a lot. So 5 of those. And then I got 1 in Dusty Rose. I got 1 in Rust, because that's all they had. And then I got 2 in the linen color. Man, I would have liked to have had more of the linen color, but they were already out. And I only got 2 of these. They had more of this one, but I wasn't sure if I was going to like it, because seeing it on camera, you know, from here to there, I didn't know that was going to translate into a color that I liked. But this is a very pretty olivey green. They're calling it pesto. Okay, so 2 of those. So let me show you these together. And these are the Must Be Merino in the DK. Those are nice. So that is the Must Be Merino. Okay, now I've got the Bambootiful. It's Bambootiful. And I have 4 of them. 3 of one color and 1 of the other. I want to say was only 1 of these. This color is mustard. No, really? Mustard. This color is mist. So I have 3 in the mist and 1 in the mustard. That would make a nice project. That would make a really nice project with using this as a stripe in it. These are, if you don't know, 257 yards, 235 meters, 113 grams and 4 ounces. It's 50 cotton and 50 viscose from bamboo. That's why it's Bambootiful. And it is so nice. It's very silky and it's very soft, but it has a good amount of little, you know, like a little bit of a bounce to it. So it's going to hold up, but it's also going to have a lot of drape. US 4 knitting needle and US 4 or G crochet hook. So mustard and mist. So that is, again, 257. So that's over 1,000 yards right there. And y'all, these are definitely silky and soft. This is such nice stuff. I have actually used this in something, and I knew when it went on sale, I was like, oh, I definitely want some more of that, because I had already worked with it. And it actually shows a really nice stitch definition in your work. So if you were doing like a cable, anything like that, it will look really good. Very nice. That's the Bambootiful. Okay, this is my first time actually having some of this. I did not already have any. I hadn't even thought about it, but you know, when it's on sale, you're like, well, I can try it now because I'm not paying full price for it, which is $6.99, and I'm getting it for $1.74, and it's a 4-weight, so you can't really go wrong with a 4-weight. It's 3.5 ounces, 100 grams, 179 yards, 164 meters, and it's 100% polyester. This is that Lazy Days, and it's a Lion brand yarn. And this one is taupe. So that is, how many yards did I say that was? That's like 180. 500 something, almost 600 yards of this one in the taupe. And this is the one that has, it's like a chainette, but it's like a tube. It's chained and it's a tube, and it stretches. It has a little bit of a stretch to it. I'm going to show you that. I'm going to get out of the way, and then I'm going to zoom in on it so you can see this little bit of a stretch, okay? It's really a cool yarn. I immediately go to hat because you want a hat to have a little bit of stretch in it. But I'm going to have to, there's 8,000 different patterns online, brand.com. I'll bet I can find one. I'll bet I can. Very pretty taupe. It's a nice color. So I'm excited to have this in my collection. I am a collector, you know. Okay. Got some I Love This cotton. This, I want to say this was the only color in her store, but I know there were other stores that had other colors. But this is the one that we were offered. And it is called Tart Orange. Now, I have been using one each for some washcloths, and you guys will be seeing those at a later date. But I am knitting some washcloths, and it is taking pretty much all, like, I've been using the Dishy, and I don't know the difference in the yardage between the Dishy and the I Love This cotton. I will talk about that when I use whatever I use and show you. But I've been using one each. But this is a very pretty color. It's a very bright, happy color. These were normally $3.79 down to 99 cents. 100% cotton, number 4 weight, 153 yards. You cannot go wrong with I Love This cotton. Absolutely cannot go wrong. And by the way, the Walmart brand of their cotton feels very similar to this. Just saying. Now, I don't remember what Walmart's is, but we will get into that later down the road. Okay, I have 2 one-offs here. This is Yarn Bee Soft Secret, which is very simple, similar to Simply Soft. Now, I know that the Simply Soft works really great on the Addy machine. So when she saw these, I was like, yes, get them, get what you got, whatever. And this was it. All of this was just about gone when she got there. So I got Saffron, which is a gorgeous gold. And then I got burgundy. Now, if I'm not mistaken, these are Gryffindor colors in Harry Potter. So I have a plan for this, for these. $1.37. Now these are, they're 100% acrylic. They are 170 grams, so they're almost double normal skein, and 300 yards, which is what's another nice thing about these. That's a lot of yardage. And they're, you know, they're silky soft. Y'all know what these are. Normally $4.99 and $1.37. I'll tell y'all what I spent on this one here in a little bit. I'll do these one-offs first. I got a scrub off, which was $1.24, normally $4.99, and I did not have this color. Deep gray. This is the one that has the different textures in it, and I'm really liking these for the knit washcloths. I really am. They're coming out really nice in that. So sugar and cream, number 4 weight. Forget how many yards are in these. 106 yards. And I've been getting a washcloth out of these also. 106 yards of this one in a 4 weight. Knitted. And y'all know that the knitted does not take as much as a crochet. I cannot tell you on the crochet. And then this one, this is called, and I had some of this. I want to say I had like a taupe color, a beige color, and I let this go before I actually used it. This is Comfy Classic. It's pale teal. So of course I had to have that one. It's 3.5 ounces and 150 yards. It was $3.99 down to $1.12. This is another one of those that is stretchy. It's a stretchy. Now I've heard that these work really well for amigurumi. Y'all know that's probably not going to happen around here. However, I do want to work with it and see what happens with this, and look up some patterns for these stretchier yarns. See what I can find out. I'll let you know. Now, I have one of these that I have used most of it because I used it in my poncho, the love poncho. This is Warm and Cozy, Warm and Cozy, and it is the parchment color. It's $1.37 down from $4.99. This is the one that I told you that looks and feels a lot like a wool type yarn. And it was sitting on the table, and you know, I worked with it, knew it wasn't wool, and I looked, I'm thinking that's one of the ones with the wool in it, but it is not. There is no wool in this. It's a 78% acrylic, 13% nylon, and 9% polyester. But it's got like a fuzzy, different, it's like a two-tone, like a heather, and that one wraps around it. This is a really nice yarn. I really enjoy it, and it has a very, very pretty twist. And I am going to tell you, from what I understand about yarns and fibers, and you know I am the fiber floozie, that the twisted yarns work very well for crochet, and that may be why I enjoyed using this on that poncho, because that was a crochet poncho. But it really works nicely with crochet. I would call this a 3/4. So depending on what you use it for, I think you could get away with it as a 4, but you would have to watch your gauge to see that you're going to get as far, you know, in fabric size, because it's going to be probably a little bit less, because it's not quite a full 4. So I was glad to have another one of those, because, and to get it on sale. Okay, this knit stack. Woo! These are, oh, these are like butter. They are like butter, I'm telling you. Okay, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There are lucky number 13 of these. And let me show you the colors first, and then we'll talk about what they are. I got ivory. We got 4 of the ivories. Okay, 4 of those. Oops. You know, the stale yarns start to get a little shabby. So 4 of the ivories. I got 3 of this sage color. 3 of the cornflower. That is a gorgeous blue. Oh, I love that color. Oh, that's a pretty blue. And 3 of the aquamarine. Now, these were regularly $5.99. They were down to $1.49. Looks like all of them were. Yes. This is the Stitch 101 50/50. So it is 50% acetate and 50% modal. Now when I use these, we'll talk more about these fibers. But this, you use a 5mm size 8 knitting needle, a 5.5mm or US 9 crochet hook. Interesting, you use a larger hook on this. Interesting. Size 9. That's an eye. It's an eye hook. Normally with a 4 you would use an H hook. So it's interesting they want you to use an eye. Now it may be the nature of the yarn, the twist on it. If you use the H, which would be normally for a number 4 weight, you may have a hard time with it. I don't know if that means it's going to be splitty, because I have not used this yet. Oh, it feels, I'm telling you, like butter. Here's my 4 colors. These are just beautiful. I hope y'all were able to get some of this. Okay, our next one is Nature's Nook. And this stuff is very, very interesting, okay? This is different in different colors. And I remember seeing this when it first came out, and honestly, I don't have any of this yet. So this is interesting to get this. This one is Autumn Singe. Now these look really good together. This one is Woodland Spice. But look at how different they look. And they are both the Nature's Nook. And you don't see the nubs, you don't see them as much on the Woodland Spice as you do on the Autumn Singe, which is interesting, right? So these are, and again, these don't have any wool in these. They are 54% acrylic, 28% lyocell, and 18% flax. So awesome. I am a sucker for the blended yarns. Just saying, I love a blended yarn. They act differently when you use them. I just love them. And they're so interesting to get to see what each one feels like and looks like. I have to get me a Hobby Lobby smell every now and then. Okay, so I have 4 of the Woodland Spice. Now these came out, these were a little higher end. These are $5.99 down to $1.49. Okay, $5.99 starts going into the higher prices of the yarn bees. I remember when yarns in this range were $5.49 and then everything, and then there was a lot of $4.99s and below. But now it looks like they're going up. So that's basically, that's a $6 skein of yarn. but they're down to $149, both of them. And they are 180 yards, 165 meters. They recommend a 5mm, and again with the 5.5 for crochet. So we're starting to see that a lot more. Now I do see the nubs, but they're not as, they don't stand out like in the other one. But see, there are nubs on this one. So 4 of the Woodland Spice and 6 of the Autumn Singe. I do not know. This one has me stumped when I look at it. When I look at it, I'm like, I don't know. But when I see them here together, now that I see them here, that means I have 10 of them if I use them together, right? Yeah, that's not going to work. But anyway, 10 of them together, we will think of something. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, now we have, I am super excited to have this. I'm going to be perfectly honest. This yarn here to me is it is such a sinfully pretty yarn for the price that they were even asking for it. And then to get it on sale is amazing to me, because this stuff is so pretty. I have this in another color, and I had shown you guys that I had gotten it, and I think the other color I got was called Seafoam, maybe. It's like a light tealy green, but more green than teal. This is the Highlights yarn, and I got 3 of them in this Hunter, maybe more of a spruce, because spruce goes more towards the blue than to the warmer green color. It's 79% acrylic, 20% polyamide, and then it has the 1% metallic. But can you guys see how absolutely stunning that metallic is? I love sparkle. Oh, I love some sparkle. So these were $4.99, which that's not a bad price. $1.37 for these. This color is teal green, but again, I would be calling this spruce green. So 3 of this color, 3 in the rust, and the rust is beautiful. That is stunning, and the sparkle in the rust is more of an iridescent. You see, like it goes like a, I'm going to just turn it and see if you guys can see it, because I don't know if you can or not. I don't have my light on over here. But that's an iridescent that's in that one. And then, I'm so excited that there were 5 of the black, because you really see the sparkle on the black. And when Chelsey was showing me these, I was like, I have some of that. Why are those so sparkly? Because on the Seafoam one that I have, you can't hardly see the sparkles. But look at it on these black. It's so pretty. Okay, let me tell you what it is. And this stuff is very soft. 3.5 ounces, 380 yards. Number 3 weight. And they say a 4.5 hook, which is a size 7. That's the one in between the G and the H. And a 4mm knitting needle. And I would say that is spot on. So this is, they're calling this a 3, but you could really just almost, if it wasn't for the sparkle, the lyocell that's in there, that yarn, it's going to make it maybe fill in a little bit, you almost could do this as a sport weight. Okay, so it's a light DK. So if you hear people talk about a light DK, that's what they mean. It's like 2-3 sport DK. But it's very nice. 380 yards too. We're getting close to a fingering, because fingering weight, 100 grams of fingering weight is usually 437 yards. You know, so 380 yards. This is really almost a sport weight if it wasn't for that sparkle. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 11 of those. I am so excited about that black. I cannot believe that black. It's just so pretty. The sparkle is just beautiful. So now I have it in 4 colors. So excited. Okay, and the last 2 was just because, I don't know, they're just too pretty not to get them. So I did get some hand dyed. This is the Osaka Sky. So Osaka, Japan, Osaka Sky. And this one is the 50% superwash merino and 50% lyocell, which means it has a silky. It's very silky. So you can see the drape in that is unbelievable. And it is very, very soft and silky feeling. And I had 2 of them. And aren't they pretty? No, I don't know what I'm going to do with them. But they're so pretty. Aren't they gorgeous? And there's actually some speckle in here too. Right down in here they got some speckles. That's a very, very pretty color. And I'm so glad to see this in person, because seeing it on the phone, I was like, oh, you better grab those too. She's like, okay. Now these, a lot of these were $14.99 when they first came out with their hand dyed. These were $12.99 and they're down to $3.24. 400 yards, which is a little less than, like I said, normally they're 430 to 460 yards for fingering weight yarn. These are considered a #1 fingering. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, now that is all the yarn that she brought me. Now I do have diamond paintings, and I'm going to run through that quickly. Now I don't have a whole lot of the diamond paintings, but I couldn't pass these up. I don't believe that these were marked down at my Hobby Lobby. And they're just beautiful, and I couldn't help it. And after I knew what kind of storage I have, I knew that I could go ahead and get them. There's 2 of them here. This first one is called Poppies. And what's really interesting about this box of canvases is that there's 3 canvases in here. So I'm going to let you guys, I'm going to hold it here so you guys can see a little bit closer. So you get 3 canvases, 40 gems, and everything is in here in order to make them. The dimensions on these are 11 by 14 of them. All 3 of them are at an 11 by 14 size. And they're called Poppies. Now normally this would run $60. They were $15 for 3. So it's the Poppies. Now, y'all, I'm from California, and the poppy is the flower of California. State flower. This one is yellow flowers. It's very inventive. but it is yellow flowers, and they are beautiful yellow flowers. Aren't they pretty? This one has 37 colors in it, and they are 11 by 14, and 3 of them. So that's like getting 6 of them for $30. You can't go wrong with that. I'm excited about that. And then again, the Freestyle. This one is an AB, Aurora Borealis, so it has a lot more shimmer to it. They were 74 cents. Most of the ABs were already gone. And then these, I was excited that she found these because they are the glow in the dark. And I got 2 of them, 74 cents each. That's all they had, 2. And these are glow in the dark. Super excited to have those. She also picked up something for me, which was amazing that she found these for this price. And I'm not going to share with you everything that I got that's going to go with this. This is going to be a different video. However, I'm going to show you what she brought me and the prices that she paid for it. So I have 2 boxes here. Now this is called Cinch, and there are pink and rose in one of them. The other one is white. They were $4.99 down to $1.12, and there's 4 in each one. And these are the wires to cinch. You can make notebooks with these. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. But $1.12. And there's 4 in each of these, and these are the clears. These are the clear ones, and they were $4.99 down to $1.12, and they're clear. And now I will show you quickly, but we'll get into this on a different video. But this is the machine. It's the Cinch. But I'll be putting something together and showing you how that works. $4 for all of those. That's 16 bindings, basically. That's my haul. Now let me tell you how much. You ready? Total was, retail was, yes, $381.67 is how much it would have been. But I paid $130.27 for all of it that I just showed you. And that is why we shop the Hobby Lobby clearance sale. Okay, you guys, I hope you enjoyed watching all the stuff I got. Stay tuned, because Chelsey and I went back, and you're going to be seeing her, and you're going to be seeing what we got later in another video. I love y'all. Thank you so much for watching. Have fun today, and I'll see you later.